Good evening, everybody. Glad you've made the decision to be with us. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore, and we're glad to be bringing you action and welcoming you to the Thomas & Mack Center, just off the Vegas Strip for our main event of the evening. This should be a really good matchup here tonight. All that energy that we saw, it almost boiled over at the weigh-in yesterday. Now it gets to explode here in the ring. Hopkins is not giving us much indication of what kind of fight we're going to see based on this ring walk. Kelly Pavlik's unpredictability belies his ring walk focus. He is ready for action.
Remember, guys, obey my commands at all times. Let's have a good, clean fight. Touch them up.
Round 1 of 12. Power puncher facing a high stamina guy, a well-conditioned guy. How can the well-conditioned fighter best guard his body so that the power puncher isn't targeting it?
Well, move it. Get on his bicycle a little bit. Don't stay right in front. If that power puncher is the power puncher, that's his strength. But his weakness is he probably has to have you right in front. Give him angles.
Hopkins is able to land a nice, clean left hand. A huge shot lands from Kelly Pavlik.
Attaboy!
Oh, he took some damage, but he gave some back with the right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Goes up top with the right hand. Halfway through round number 1. See, not just one jab, he throws that second one right behind it. Well, we've been waiting all week to call this one. Teddy, what kind of fight are you expecting?
Oh, the kind of guys that they get insulted if you miss them, Joe.
Good shot to the head with that right hand. Right to the belt line. They're not exactly getting to know each other. They're just beating the hell out of each other early on here.
Yeah, Joe, if this keeps up, they're both going to have headaches, and we're going to have one of the great fights to talk about.
Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. Last 10 seconds of this first round. See, Bernard Hopkins has been having those Philly gym wars for so many years now that it's just second nature to throw your punches in accurate combination form. Hopkins' commitment to the cause of being the aggressor really had him in front in that last round. Look at his opponent.
You're in control. No effort, okay? This is your fight.
I got more.
You need to move your head more, okay? Side to side. Lean to the side, then boom! Counter punch, counter punch.
You got any more of these?
Listen to me.
I'll give you one.
You're not giving me enough punches, okay?
Yeah.
Here we go. Round 2 is underway.
1-2, 1-2.
Both men digging in with uppercuts. Parries that punch intended for the head. Bernard Hopkins is showing that he's got some defense of his own. He got away from that punch. Bernard Hopkins is showing you that sublime skill right now with that 2-punch combo. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. He's committing to the work downstairs. He puts forth a right hand. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Halfway through this round. As you've watched the development of Kelly Pavlik, is there anything you've noticed that you can say, okay, that's a tendency of his?
Well, sometimes maybe a little one-dimensional. He's in front of you. He's usually looking to get to you from that front door. But he's a guy that fundamentally, he's pretty solid.
Comes across with a hook up top. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect.
Stay away from those.
Bernard Hopkins is hit by a counter punch there. Right back to it upstairs.
Defense, more defense.
Comes right back at him with a left hand. Able to land with the right. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. 10 seconds remaining in this round. Hopkins is doing well here with that 2-punch combination.
Listen, you need to move your head from side to side.
And round number 3 is underway. Pavlik's done a good job there offensively scoring with that left hand. You know, that jab is so basic, so simple, but as you can see, so very effective for him early on in this fight.
Yeah, well, he's telling his opponent, you're not coming onto my property. You know, I have a dog here, and this dog bites.
Pavlik's showing you what it takes to be the best in this business. Good, crisp combos. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Kelly Pavlik. Bernard Hopkins is on the receiving end of a very good counterpunch. A target on his head, and he places the hook right on it.
Oh, keep your feet moving.
Targeting that head with the combination punching.
Keep going.
Hard charging with that right hand.
Hey, keep fighting. Just let's go.
And now you can see him zoning in on the target with that double jab.
Off! Get off the rope!
He gets hit, but he gives it right back. Oh, and he returns fire with a left hand.
Hey, keep your hands
Last 10, and yet another big shot comes in. I think Hopkins would even admit that his opponent completely has outclassed him right there. He just scored the knockdown.
One, two.
And that's the end of round 3.
Good. You're good. Deep breath now. You're leaving yourself open now. You're throwing your punches wide, so keep tight. Keep tight. Feel good? Come on. You gotta give me one more round.
Don't fight his fight. Jab and move. Jab and move. Hey, don't waste energy.
Start of round number 4 as we look at Teddy's scorecard. I think this is pretty much what we expected. We thought it would be a good, fair, competitive, balanced fight, and it's even so far.
No, not much to separate the two fighters. Right now, both of them working on the outside using the jab. I think it's going to come down to, does one guy decide to have a more educated jab? Maybe hook off it, do something a little bit more with that jab.
Solid hook. Comes right back at him with a left hand. Pavlik's really in position to control things in this fight if he can do what he did just there, and that's land a good, solid jab. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. What an uppercut by Kelly Pavlik. Looking good. Good effective work with that straight right hand. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Nice strike after catching one by Kelly Pavlik. Hopkins' combination punching here is showing you what good boxing is all about. 3 punches thrown, 3 punches landed. He scored well after being hit himself. And now he's targeting upstairs. Harry brings the jab right hand. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. So the round comes to an end. Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas sitting with you ringside. I know you had a very busy week before you flew here out to broadcast this fight, doing your charitable contributions back in Staten Island with the Dr. Theodore Atlas Foundation.
Yeah, thank you for bringing that up, Joe. We did well. We had our dinner, our yearly dinner, where we're able to raise money to help people that are in need, people that have nowhere else to go for help. Whether it's a mother that can't pay the cancer treatment for a 7-year-old daughter, and we're able to pick up that insurance. But the thing that I want to take a second to thank everybody for is that it's a collective effort. It's all the people that allow us the resources to go out there and help those people.
Hopkins is putting forth that hard work he did in training camp there, landing a crisp combination. He just gave his opponent a really good taste of how fast his hand speed is.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times we talk about power, and we see that power, you know, can damage a guy right away, obviously, and it can intimidate an opponent. But hand speed can do the same thing. And I think it's intimidating right now to his opponent. He's afraid to let that jab go because he might get countered with one of those lightning right hands.
Hopkins is coming through now beautifully. That's the combination punching he wants to put forth. Scored well with that right hand to the body.
Do that again.
Right to the body. Solid straight right hand. Now hugging on the inside. Oh, and they decide to trade there. Little double jab to the head. Crashes home with a hook. Comes right back with a shot of his own. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. A well-placed, gutsy uppercut after being tagged. And you see what he can do when he sends that right to the head. Well-timed counter shot, the overhand right after the block punch. And now another left. Pavlik's opponent is having a field day, Teddy. That left hand lands again.
Well, he keeps moving the wrong direction. He needs to move away from that punch.
Fires right back at him. Final 10 seconds. Hopkins is in impressing the judges and himself with that right hand.
All right. You are dominating this fight. Keep it up. Just keep doing what you're doing. That was good. That was good. You took a lot out of him that round. Just keep that up.
Keep circling. Don't fight his fight. Jab more, jab more, jab more.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in.
Come on!
Oh, and he's got something for him himself, and it's a left hand. Very nice work from both men. They each got a shot in. Return to sender. He gives him back one of his own.
Side to side. Move your head. That's it.
Pavlik's so dangerous with that accuracy. A two-punch combination landing. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Oh, that's good stuff. Firing right back with one of his own. Good work by Kelly Pavlik. I gotta stop and make this statement at this point in the fight. This may be, combined, one of the most amazing performances I have ever seen. How are they able to keep up this pace?
Something way, way down inside. And it's beautiful to watch.
Hopkins is putting forth a little boom, 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 a three-punch combination scoring. Final minute of this round that has been nothing but 2 straight minutes of non-stop fury.
Fasten your seatbelt. More turbulence ahead.
Good job.
He takes a shot and then commits to giving one right back. Doubling up the jab now.
Kid, focus.
Working our way towards the bell. Last 10 seconds of the 6th. Hopkins is able to land a good, solid left hand. And that's the end of round 6. Listen, he's a veteran guy. He knows the truth of the situation. That's a really bad cut. The kind of cut that can end a fight.
Yeah, he has a gamble right now. You know, just got last call in the casino. They just said, you know, you got 3 more rolls of the dice. He's got to roll him. He's got to blow on him. He's got to do everything.
You're looking good. Looking good. He's tired. Look at him. He's so fucking tired. He's got nothing left.
And that round is underway, and we are halfway through the scheduled slate. And now he's acting like a fighter, coming back with the right hand after getting scored upon. Well, I don't know if he's hip to the idea of becoming a counterpuncher, but I get the sense you'd agree with it.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's got the perfect platform, the perfect form for it. The guy's walking in right now, not moving his head much. He can time him, he can counter him.
Here's one for you now, he says, right back with the left hand. Hopkins' work in training camp is now paying off. Do you see the accuracy and the effectiveness with that combination?
Side to side.
Pavlik's right hand scores well that time. And now they're trading blows. Oh, and there he lands the right hand well. Pavlik's the kind of boxer that wants to do just that. Find the target, get the combination working, land both punches. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Kelly Pavlik. Hopkins' jab lands well. Pavlik's doing a nice job being comfortable on the outside. He has his target. He lands the straight right. How about a return to sender with the left hand? And he returns on that exchange. Bernard Hopkins is looking for a way to get this fight back on course. A course that can get him a victory. This isn't it, just trying to counterpunch in these middle rounds.
No, this is not it. He's not thinking right. You know, it's one thing to say physically, technically, he needs to do that. But to do it, you have to be mentally clear. You have to be seeing the plan, seeing what you have to do, what you have to order your body to do. He's not seeing that right now.
You're not winning. He's beaten. I need you to throw more than one punch out there.
We're starting to see a trend now, Teddy. Here we are, the early goings of round number 8. We look at your scorecard. What seemed to be an even fight, now Pavlik's pulled away with what he's been able to string together the last few rounds.
Well, he's shown the character of a future champion, that he's not satisfied just to stay there. If he has a chance to go ahead, he's going to take that chance. He's made that chance, he's taken it.
Oh, you got this one.
Downstairs with a right hand. And he's holding. Very accurate with the double jab. Hopkins is left, landing well. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Kelly Pavlik. Pavlik's opponent's probably looking at him right now saying, wow, you're not changing anything up. You know, he got to him moments ago. Now he's got the same style that he's looking at again.
Yeah, but he got to him moments ago. Got to him one time. I think right now it's too early to all of a sudden throw everything out the window. But look for an adjustment if things don't change. If he can't get away from those punches, if he keeps having problems, he gets stunned again, then you might have to look for a change. You might have to make a change if you're going to survive.
Go! That is a sharp uppercut by Kelly Pavlik. Scored well upstairs with the right hand.
Let him get to you, kid.
Hopkins' opponent knows exactly what the game plan can be now. That counter punch landed with some success. What impact with that uppercut by Kelly Pavlik. There's the combo downstairs. Oh, and he comes back with an uppercut there after getting hit. Unable to score with the hook. Very nice defensive guard there. And round 8 comes to an end. Hopkins' corner has quite a task in front of them now. Their fighter's eye swollen shut.
Right now, you have to come up with some strategy. Maybe he turns his stance around, where he leads now with the good eye. You know, right now, the good eye is back a little bit where he can't pick up this. Maybe now he needs to change his position in the ring, where at least his good eye is in front.
Just grabbing onto his opponent. Very accurate with the overhand right. Took a shot, now he gives a left. A little something for his opponent after getting tagged. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Bernard Hopkins is showing a little bit of a defensive shell, but Teddy, I'm seeing punches still getting through and splitting that guard.
Yeah, well, that's the problem, Joe, when you put those earmuffs on, but you don't move your head. Some of them are going to get through, and just as importantly, you handcuff yourself, so your opponent is going to stay in there a little bit longer, knowing that nothing's coming back right away.
Now there's the jab. Bernard Hopkins is starting to score at ease against his opponent there. Anytime you can land a 3-punch combination, you're really hitting your groove. Good clean shot, returning fire. Well done by Kelly Pavlik. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Big shot, the right came clean. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Wow, is this good stuff? What good stuff? He just scored the knockdown after being knocked down earlier.
Joe, that's incredible. And the knockdown earlier actually set up this knockdown because his opponent, he got a little reckless, a little careless.
So Pavlik goes down but rises to his feet. And Teddy, if you know recent history, you know that good things can actually come after this.
Well, that's experience. Experience is memory. And he remembers he's been there before, and he remembers he knows how to deal with it.
Scores big with the hook to the head. punches and bunches. Combination up top. Hopkins has got a little something coming back at him. A counter punch scored. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
He's going to throw more punches. Body, bang, the body, hit the body.
Pavlik's in a tough spot here. 60 seconds, that's all you get to gather yourself after being knocked down. He's winning the fight to me based on his overall speed. He's just a faster, quicker fighter, and it's making it so that he's able to employ his ways and get the best of his opponent.
Oh, he has that physical asset, no doubt about it. You can see it, but he has to be careful that he doesn't get carried away. He doesn't get reckless with that speed.
Solid left hand to the head. Hopkins has got something to think about now. He just threw a punch and had one coming right back at him. His opponent scored well with the counter. Must be the punch of the day. Both guys bringing home uppercuts. Targeting that jab with the right hand behind it. Fine fundamentals, good counter punch. Just missed that shot up top. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Kelly Pavlik. Pavlik's combination punching working out well there. He landed 3 solid shots.
Yeah, good work.
Now just wasting away some time with that clinch. Kelly Pavlik with a huge right hand. Pavlik's doing exactly what he's always done stylistically, Teddy. Now, he was knocked down earlier, so what he always does got him in this position.
Yeah, he understands his identity. He understands that, you know, he's going to win or lose the man that he is, the fighter that he is. He just has to make sure that he makes a few adaptations.
And that's the end of round 10.
Just big punches, okay? Use your speed. Double up on your punches.
Pavlik's enjoying a comfortable lead on Teddy's scorecard as we start round number 11. Teddy, you've been in this position many times in your career.
Yeah, what you want to do is you tell the guy, the obvious is, you know, don't make mistakes. But go out there, keep doing what you're doing. One of the mistakes could be stop doing what you're doing. Don't just stop offense because you're worried about defense. Keep throwing the punches, but make sure that you're alert and make sure that defensively you're on top of yourself.
Hopkins is doing what every trainer wants to see their fighter do. Land punches in bunches. The combination lands. Wow, is he defensively sound. Kelly Pavlik's opponent landing an effective counter punch right there. Right hand over the top, very accurate with it. Over, but couldn't turn it into a connect. Good snapping jab.
That's what you need to get inside. Hey, Joe, if you're going to rob a bank, you need a smoke screen so the guards don't see you coming. You want to get inside? Use the jab.
Pavlik's ability to utilize this jab, fighting on the outside, has been so critical in what we've seen on the scorecard so far. Why so, Teddy?
Because it's not a common jab. You know, he reminds me, believe it or not, of Hector Camacho, the former junior lightweight champion, because he throws a trip hammer jab. You know, usually you turn that jab over, you know, counterclockwise, but he doesn't turn it over. He just drops it down. It just drops straight down. There's no warning, and boy, it's been landing.
And we come to the end of the round. I think even the casual observer, the guy who doesn't watch a lot of boxing, can look at this right now and tell you he's winning this fight with ease.
Yeah, I'm not worried about the casual observer. I'm worried about the so-called professional judge. Time and time again, he's shown me that he does not know what he's watching sometimes. But you're right. In this case, it would be hard, almost impossible, to argue for the other fighter.
Then to the head, then finish to the body.
Final round of this scheduled 12 round. Hopkins' right hand did a nice job that time. That worked well for him. Took a shot, now he gives a left. Hopkins is landing a combination here. That's what he does when he's at his very best. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Kelly Pavlik. Hopkins is left now getting into the mix. Nice strike after catching one by Kelly Pavlik. Kelly Pavlik's strategy coming in was to land a lot of jabs. Teddy, you got to grade him out with an A here.
Maybe even an A+, Joe. That plus is the right hand. Once the jab has been there, bang, the right hand came just when it was supposed to. Give him an A+.
Hopkins is putting his punches together now. That's a nice combination.
Keep it up. Watch the hook.
Kelly Pavlik's right hand working well that time. He scored well. He's committed to the combination punching now, and it's working out well up top. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Kelly Pavlik. Good work toe-to-toe there. Both fighters got in on him. Oh, things opened up, and he was able to place the right hand well. Who would have ever thought it with two guys like this, brawlers, punchers, that they would go to a decision? Pavlik's performance tonight was exactly what he was looking for. And it's exactly what the judges reward. Good, solid effort, a unanimous decision.
Yeah, if he was a pitcher, he'd be getting a shutout right now. Almost a perfect game.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Thanks for being with us. Enjoy the rest of your evening.